Hello, folks. Say, I've got a swell story I want to tell you today. Champ and I are ready for action.
The Wrigley Company presents Gene Autry, America's favorite cowboy, and his horse, Champion, the world's wonder horse.
Hello, folks. Say, did you ever see a chuck wagon? Well, it's kind of a restaurant on wheels, Western style. And the one we have always carries plenty of healthful, refreshing, double-mint chewing gum. You see, that smooth, pleasant chewing is a grand help for digestion. And it sure is plenty enjoyable and satisfying, too. Another thing you like is that refreshing, long-lasting double-mint flavor. So make it a point to try some delicious double-mint gum soon, won't you? Sure tastes good. I like it. As a matter of fact, while you're enjoying our show for today, why don't you join me in a stick of double-mint gum? Thanks, folks. I'm sad, I've got the blues. Can't shake the sands of Texas from my shoes. I sigh and don't know why. I guess I've got those dear old Texas blues. The smell of the rain, the roll of the plane, the feel of my seat in the saddle. I'd give all I own if I could be home, back on the range punching cattle. I guess I'll have the blues till I shake the sands of Texas from my shoes. Can't shake the sands of Texas from my shoes. Can't shake the sands of Texas from my shoes.
That was swell, Gene. If they was going to give any prizes for singing at that rodeo, you'd walk away with top honors.
Meaning you don't think I'll take any first prizes in bronc riding or bulldogging?
Oh, now, I didn't say that. Doggone, if you ain't the...
Run away.
Doggone if it ain't. If them rodeo officials could have seen that, they might give you a job as a pickup man.
Never mind the wisecracks. There's a man in that wagon. Looks like he's badly hurt.
Holy smoke.
Well, come on, get going.
Wait a minute, Gene. Ain't no use. He's dead.
Silver arrow.
First time I ever heard of Indians making arrows out of silver.
Maybe Indians didn't make this one.
Then who could have?
Your guess is as good as mine. Well, we'll have to take him into Cottonwood. That's the closest town.
Oh, how about the rodeo? It starts Saturday.
We'll make it in plenty of time. It's only 4 or 5 miles out of the way.
I might have known it. Every time we get set for a vacation, something like this happens. I was counting on that rodeo.
Well, there's your horse and there's the road. Get going.
What? And miss all the excitement? Me? I'll bet you that this here killing will set that town of Cottonwood right smack dab on its ear.
Tie on the horses, we'll soon find out.
Garner! Garner! Good morning, Counselor.
Sheriff, Sid Damon just told me that they let Randy Edwards out of jail. Is it true?
2 days ago.
Well, he can't come back here. We don't want any ex-convicts in this town.
Randy's paid his debt to society, and he has a right to live any place he pleases.
What's the big idea?
I'm sorry, mister. We were so busy looking for the sheriff's office, I didn't see you.
I'm Sheriff Garner. What can I do for you?
Look in the wagon.
Great Scott. It's Myron Foster. He's dead. All right, start talking, cowboy. Who are you and where did you find him?
My name's Autry.
Not Gene Autry, the rodeo rider.
This is my sidekick, Pat Buttram.
Howdy.
Now about Foster.
Well, we don't know much about it. Saw his team running away and we picked him up. He was in the wagon.
With this sticking in his back.
Silver Arrow.
That must be Randy Edwards' sign. So prison cooled him off, huh? Just a poor boy who made a mistake, and you wouldn't put him in jail
No,
because...
and I wouldn't do it now if he walked right up to me. So far, I haven't a scrap of direct evidence against Randy Edwards.
What about that arrow?
Did you see who shot this arrow, Autry?
No, we didn't.
I suppose now I have to look for a name on the shaft.
What's biting him?
Fear?
Of Randy Edwards?
It's a long story, Autry. As soon as I get this business tended to, I'll tell you why Frank Andrews and his two cronies are so all-fired scared that Randy Edwards is planning to murder them. Personally, I've always had a few doubts about Randy's guilt, but the jury convicted him in short order, mainly on account of Foster's identifying him as the masked bandit.
If the bandit wore a mask, how could the banker identify him?
That's what I told him the day of the robbery, but no one would listen to me. So I rounded up a posse and headed for the Edwards mine, the Silver Arrow.
The Silver Arrow?
Yeah. Beginning to add things up now, Autry?
Yeah, a little bit. Go ahead.
Well, Randy and Dave, his dad, lived in a little shack out near the mine.
Howdy, boys. What brings you out to the Silver Arrow?
I'm after Randy, Dave.
For Randy?
Myron Foster claims he held up his bank a couple of hours ago.
That's a lie. I've been here all day working in the mine.
I saw you.
You couldn't have.
Just a minute, Randy. Let me handle this. The boy's telling you the truth, Sheriff. You can't take him in. He's not guilty.
Sorry, Dave. But it's not up to me to say whether he's innocent or guilty. It's up to the courts. Come along, Randy.
Get inside, Randy.
No use, Dave. I'm taking him in.
But, Sheriff!
Pa! Pa! What'd you kill him for? He wasn't doing anything.
He was going for his gun.
With his left hand? He was reaching for his handkerchief. He isn't even wearing a gun.
And he wasn't.
I'll be doggone. Sound like that Damon feller went and committed cold-blooded murder.
A lot of folks felt that way, especially Randy. He was mighty bitter about it, and about being convicted for the bank robbery, too. I'll never forget his face when the jury brought in the verdict. He got to his feet and clenched his fist at Foster.
Coming back to Cottonwood someday. When I do, you'd better start saying your prayers. Because so help me, I'll get you. And Damon, and Andrews, and Clark. If it's the last thing I ever do.
Randy got out of prison day before yesterday.
I can understand why he threatened Foster and Damon, but why Andrews and Clark?
Frank Andrews prosecuted him, and Clark was foreman of the jury.
I've heard of men making death threats for less than that.
As far as I know, he had no other reasons. Not then.
Has he now?
Maybe. Funny thing happened about a year after Randy went to prison. Andrews discovered a flaw in the Silver Arrow mine title. He got a court to void it. Then he and Foster and Clark and Damon took over.
And a little later, they struck it rich.
Yeah. How did you know?
I didn't. Had to be that way.
Then you think Randy was framed for the robbery?
I think the title flaw was framed, too. Furthermore, I don't believe Randy killed Foster.
Why?
Because I knew his father, and he wouldn't have raised that kind of a kid.
All right, then. Name me a better suspect.
Okay. Give me a little time, and I will. Come on, Pat. Be seeing you, Sheriff.
But, Gene, how in the Sam Hill are you gonna find this Edwards gent?
I'm not. You are.
Me? I ain't no bloodhound. You're the one.
No, not me. I might be followed. You see, if I'm right about why Foster was killed, there's two surviving partners who'll try to kill Randy before he kills them. The third, Foster's murderer, will try to kill me before I get to the boy.
Kill you instead of Randy? Well, that don't make sense.
Yes, it does. If Randy is locked up or killed before the two innocent partners are done away with, he can't be blamed for the murder.
Doggone, I never thought of that. I guess it is up to me to find the boy. But how and where?
Well, I got a good idea of where he's hiding. Here's what I want you to do.
Ow! Come on. You sure had me fooled. I figured you was coming from over that way. I reckon you're Randy Edwards.
How did you know?
Well, I'm pretty good at guessing. Besides, I've been inspecting you.
What?
Yeah, I figured you'd be getting hungry pretty soon, and I knew as soon as you got a whiff of my mulligan.
What a sap I was. Trapped by a kettle of stew.
Well, don't get in a stew about it. Besides, you're not trapped. Even if I did come all the way up here to find you.
And arrest me for Foster's murder?
How did you know he was dead?
Not because I killed him, if that's what you mean. I sneaked over to the Silver Arrow last night to look around. Pete Clark was in this shack. Looked like he was living there. Is he?
Yep, he's part owner of the mine now. I'll tell you how it all come about later on, but go ahead.
Well, I was so darn hungry, I decided I'd stick around until he went to sleep, and then I'd rifle his cupboard. While I was waiting, Frank Andrews showed up. And he went in and told Clark about Foster's murder and said that there was no doubt that I was the killer, but I'm not. I didn't kill Foster. I didn't.
Take it easy, son. I believe you. So does my pal Gene Autry. In fact, he's going to try and prove that you're not guilty.
You mean you're not a lawman?
Heck no. Neither is Gene. Maybe you know him.
Only by reputation. Where is he? How soon can I talk to him?
Just as soon as you help me polish off this mulligan. Hold it, Randy. We'll use Shank's mare from here on. Can't take a chance on you being spotted. Guns and tempers are on hair trigger around here lately.
Then Autry shouldn't have insisted on me coming to his hotel room.
I've explained that to you 4 or 5 times. He didn't want to lead none of the other partners to you. Can't you get that through your head?
Yes. I understand, but you've told me so many amazing things, my mind keeps going off in all directions.
If you don't speak softer, all of you is going to be going in just one direction. Up.
Glad to know you, Edwards.
Same here, Mr. Autry.
My name's Gene. Sit down there, Randy. We've got a lot of tall talking to do.
Come on, man. Randy's a killer.
You two go around the back.
Come on.
And that's why I don't think you're guilty, Randy. It's all too pat. The bank robbery, father's murder, the title flaw.
What was that?
Sounds like a mob. Somebody must have seen you come through that window.
Gosh, and that door ain't locked.
We'll leave it that way, and then we'll have to break it down.
But we can't let them get Randy.
Who said they were going to? Get in that closet.
But that's the first place they'll look.
Quick, it's your only chance. Hand me that blanket, Pat.
Here, dump these on top of him.
Come on.
Goodness, we got company. Step right in, gents.
All right, Autry, where is he?
Who?
Cut out the play acting. Hand him over.
What are you talking about?
All right, hold it. What's going on here, Autry?
That's what I'd like to know. Pat and I were cleaning up when these men barged in and accused me of hiding somebody.
Not just somebody. Randy Edwards.
Randy Edwards here, Autry?
Sure he was. He climbed through that window not over 10 minutes ago. He's still in the hotel. We checked.
Hey, you need specs, mister. That was me that climbed through the window.
How come you didn't use the door?
Oh, I don't never use doors if I can help it. I got knocked cold by a swinging door when I was just a little shaver. It give me complexiphobia. I haven't been able to stand doors since then.
That's a tall tale if I ever heard one.
But Sheriff, I did climb through that window. I remember very distinctly.
That's right, Sheriff. He was with Randy.
He's not under the bed, Sheriff. I looked.
How about the closet?
I didn't look in there.
Then I will. No sign of him here.
He must be here. I swear I saw
You might try looking through the dresser drawers.
I might remind you, Mr. Autry, there's a law against harboring criminals.
And I might remind you it's against the law to break in a man's room and go through it without a search warrant.
That's right. All right, clear out your men. That goes for you too, Frank. As soon as I make sure these hotheads are homeward bound, I might be back.
I'll be here.
Gosh, that was close. I didn't think that we'd...
Come on out, Randy.
Phew, it was hot in there.
Well, it wasn't exactly freezing out here.
What now, Gene?
You and Pat are heading back for the hills. Know of any place to go that'll be fairly safe?
Well, there's an old cabin out by...
Not the one by the mine.
No, this is about a mile west of Silver Arrow, just below Rimrock Trail.
That sounds all right. You two make tracks and stay there till I get there.
You mean we're supposed to go now with all them rope-happy gents rampaging around outside?
The sheriffs have plenty of time to get rid of him. Come on.
Gene, not the window again.
Why not? After what's just happened, nobody'll expect you to go out the same way you came in. Take this, Randy. You might need it.
Thanks.
I'll bring some grub out there tomorrow. Come on, beat it.
Don't shoot. I want the kid alive.
Randy!
that rope and we'll tie him.
What happened to the other one? He's outside somewhere. Seems kind of stupid keeping Edwards alive.
He won't live long after my partners are taken care of. I can always tell the sheriff we shot in self-defense.
Say, what happened? Where's Randy?
Kidnapped. 2 masked bandits.
What happened, Sheriff?
Somebody tried to kill Andrews. Shot through the back window while I was talking to him and Clark. I came out fast, but I didn't even get a glimpse of him.
Where's Andrews now?
Inside, scared to death. Is he dead?
Yeah. That gunshot was just a trick to get you outside, Sheriff. So the killer could use this silver arrow.
To throw suspicion on Randy.
But Randy couldn't have committed this murder.
I know. He was up in the hills with Pat.
You knew?
I saw him in the closet yesterday. Why else do you suppose I cleared out the room in the street?
Well, that leaves only 2 suspects. Sid Damon and Pete Clark.
Well, it wasn't me.
Clark? I got an idea that'll break this case wide open, Sheriff. You want to try it?
Sure.
Clark?
I didn't kill Frank or Foster. You can't arrest me.
Not for murder. But there's a little matter called conspiracy. 4 men plotted to steal the Silver Arrow mine.
I knew it. I knew it. I told Damon we'd get found out someday. But he said the frame-up against Randy was perfect. And with his father dead, we didn't have to worry about anything. But now...
He's all yours, Sheriff.
Where are you going?
To the Silver Arrow mine. To pick up a killer. I hope. All right, get him up. Keep him there.
That goes for you too, Autry. Drop your gun.
I should have known you were around here somewhere, Damon.
Smart, aren't you? It won't do you any good knowing I'm the Silver Arrow killer. This is the end of the line for you.
Goodbye, Sheriff.
Looks like I got here too late. Nice going, Gene. Where's Randy?
Why, I don't know. I thought Pat... Say, where in the blazes is Pat?
Here I be, Gene. The other one's in there.
Well, see if you can watch this one.
Brother, I've just had a ringside seat at one of the swellest fights in history.
Got a ringside seat at life from now on, Randy. Gene's cleared up the mystery and cleaned up the crooks.
I don't know how to thank you.
Don't try.
Hey, Gene! Get a move on, Gene. I figure we just got time to make it.
To make what?
Why, the rodeo, of course. Excuse us, Sheriff. We got things to do.
So long, Sheriff. Thanks, Gene. Well, folks, we've sure been pleased to have you with us. And I know I'm always pleased when my friends like delicious double mint chewing gum. Just because I like it so much myself. Next week, Champ and I are planning big things, aren't we, Champ? Meantime, remember that chewing refreshing double mint gum seems to make everything you're doing more enjoyable. So treat yourself to that grand double mint flavor soon. You'll see what I mean. Now, so long.
Be sure to see Gene Autry and Champion in a feature-length picture at your local theater.